So what we just saw was like Augustine's own life experience with his friends. He was a lover, he was a teacher, he was a community person, and he drew people around him, disciples. And we wanted to express something. Well, what is Augustine given to us as followers of Augustine, even carrying his name throughout our lives? And so, in other words, what's his legacy, or what's the guidance, what's the inspiration that we've received? And so we asked Peter to, this time it's in the form of a constituted stone, and instead of having like a book or something, it perhaps shows something of the ideals that are at the centre of Augustinian spirit or spirituality. As the key words, live together in harmony and be of one mind and one heart on the way to God. And that these perhaps perfect shapes are these perhaps ideals or touches of grace, or where we're being edged toward, live together harmoniously as a group of friends, and be of one mind and one heart on this journey. So, like all of life or reality, it's realistic because we're not there yet, and then there's some kind of perhaps fracture here, or the fact that no relationships are fully characterised by this grace, but there's still a lot of pain or struggle in this effort to be of one together in the communities of our life. If these darker shapes represent the Augustinians themselves, who live in community like under the one roof, these other shapes would be those who are part of this Augustinian spirit, and who are drawn to this same ideals in people such as yourselves. So you might say the wider Augustinian family is in this, as well as those who are committed their lives through vows, etc. It's also, you might say, a sociogram of what experiencing community is. And individually we might look and say, well, where's my experience drawing me? Which shape is me in some way in any present time? There's kind of an intimacy.
Which is your shape, Laurie?
Well, a little child pointed one out, and it was this one. And the mother said, well, why did you choose that one? And the little tot said, because it's so close in love to that one. So there's a sense of family or intimacy or relatedness. I personally love this one. I was coming to the chapel for some weeks before I even saw it, and I thought that's like something heavenly, like be it cloud or what a cloud evokes a presence. So I really love that one there. The other aspect, Augustinian-wise, is that together we make up Christ, in the sense that no one's experience is separate from Christ. Augustine says, since you are members of his body, you are Christ. He didn't say you're Christian, he said you are Christ. So that it's kind of like just the oneness of, and that no one can be separate. No one's experience is isolated. It can only be in this graced reality that is expressed there. There isn't the tilted forms here. There's more peaceful, calm, or you might say confident reality that's underneath the fragility of everyone. There is this strength and gift or grace. So that's another. There are stars. I think there are 4 stars that not everyone's been able to find all at once, but in various times they've found them. There's a white one. Now there's 2 more. Very beautiful little falling and feeling, personally to me. Dominic, do you see one that draws you?
Not really.
Dominic. Huh? Fair enough.
Put $1 down.
Who was afraid of this one though? There was someone afraid of... That was you, wasn't it, Laurie, earlier on? You didn't like that one because it was a bat.
Oh, someone said that might be a bat. No, it wasn't me, but someone saw the bat for a minute. Patrice, where are you identifying what was wrong?
Well, I don't know, maybe first I like the one, the biggest sort of one in the middle, because it's sort of like the one, the ideal one.
Yes.
Sort of, it's like, it would like to be the ideal, but on the other side it sort of is different, so it's trying to be like
Trying to
ideal,
be,
but
trying
it's not
to
quite
be.
there.
Yeah.
And then there's another one which sort of looks like I thought it looks like the Holy Spirit or something, just down to that one. Quite like that one. It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like one of those images that you sort of see what you want, so it's good.
Sarah?
I like the one that's in the centre, just underneath that one. Yeah, that one. That reminds me of community, of a community and the essence of friendship, and it's like it's surrounded by all the other ones. So it's just like a close connection.
I like the one you mentioned.
Oh, there's a white one.
Yeah.
And the reason?
It looks like sort of heavenly. It's going up to somewhere.
Elizabeth.
Well, I like the big white one to the left of that because it's like a cloud.
This
Clouds
one?
in heaven with their shapes and all they need.
Thank you. Thanks, Laurie.
Dominic didn't want to laugh.
Thanks.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, now that I've thought about it, like right at the left, yeah, that's kind of like a solid one that looks like each like a cross. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, that one, and that just kind of reminded me of the presence of Christ and how all of them, like even like the stars, they kind of have that general kind of outline of them of the cross. So it's all like resembling Christ and pointing towards His passion. So yeah.